Hello, friends. Welcome back. Bad news. I recorded this episode and the next episode, and the audio track did not get included. So you're going to get some fancy, director's cut on an old DVD, commentary. Here's the part where I went down to the thing and did the thing with the thing and the thing. I think we'll edit these two episodes down quite a bit and then just sort of give a running commentary on what's going on. It kind of sucks because we build bronze here, and in the next one, no spoilers, but there's some cool stuff. And I said some funny things. All right, here we go. Voiceover Drax, live action, adventure time. Let's do this. All right, here we are. We're still underground, if you remember from the last episode, and I'm talking about, we got a bunch of cassiterite, so we've got a bunch of tin now. 400 units, I think, is what we have, and tin it'll become bronze, right? And so it's an alloy. So we'll use copper and tin, and you use very little tin next to the copper in the amount. So this is going to make a bunch of bronze. And I think what the thing to remember here is that bronze is the gateway metal to the Iron Age, right? This allows you to make a pickaxe that can go up to the next tier, that can allow you to take out iron. It can also allow you to take out borax, which we found a lot of. So we're going to get out of this hole, and then we're going to run back to the house. Drax is looking around here. Oh, I've got lost. So, I had to find the hole. So we're going to go up and we're going to get out. All right. Once I've gotten up, I got to a second level here before I got out. And this friendly guy just dropped on my head and decided it would be cool if he would start attacking me. What I was saying here before I killed him was, it doesn't matter if I would have left every time I close it, there's no mole man, and I'm like, oh, you don't need to close it. But as soon as you leave it open, like I did there, then of course, it's amazing only one fell down. Usually what happens to me is multiple of them fall into whatever hole I'm sitting in and then try to kill me. All right, so we're going to take care of this guy and then we'll continue on. All right, after I've killed that guy, what I realized here is that it's still dark and I got to run through a forest to get home. So I have the brilliant idea to sleep in the bed. Come on, Drax. All right, so we're going to sleep it out. We'll wake up and then we'll go up and start running. All right, the sun is up and we're out and we're running. Remember, we're in a forest. And so we're going to pick up a bunch of free sticks here. And then there's a bunch of mushrooms, and I do the thing where I pick up the mushroom and I'm like, okay, I've been killed by mushrooms so many times, it's not even funny. And so doesn't matter if I know the mushroom. If I know the mushroom is good for me, I still check it to make sure that I can eat it, because I will kill myself. I see a dead raccoon there. Oh, there's a mole man out there who's been following me ever since I left the hole. And here he is, just won't leave me alone. It's you didn't have to attack me, man. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. This is a dead raccoon. And I'm pretty sure we killed a bear up here. And I don't, spoilers, I don't see another bear, but that's definitely a bear that ate the raccoon. All right, we're going to continue on. We're going to pick some more mushrooms. We're going to get a bunch more sticks. Hey, there's some more mushrooms. And we're going to find our way back to the bridge and then back across the water. All right, I've been running. I ate a lot more mushrooms. I picked up a lot more sticks, but I wanted to talk about this auto map marker mod, which I don't have a lot of mods on this run. But I added this one because a friend of mine was like, you should use it. And I've been using it on our server and it is wonderful. It's a quality of life mod. It doesn't change anything. And it just allows you to, you can choose what you want to mark and what you don't want to mark and how you want to mark it. I did a video on mods. I'll link at the top of the screen here. You can decide whether you are interested in this or not. If you are a person like me who marks the map a lot, this thing is amazing. Check it out. All right, we're still running. There it is. There's the bridge. There's the bridge. I don't know what I'm looking at there. And I've just every time I cross this bridge, I say the same thing. What is that? It's time to put a path in here to speed this up. And I know that like in the beginning, there's no way I was gonna have enough path to make this all the way across. This is a huge bridge. It's very long. And I'm so glad I built it because how many times have we crossed this lake? so many times. This thing's paid for itself 1,000 to thank you, taxpayer Vintage Story Bridge. No, but I think that like we need to just start. I need to start saying, okay, every time you got stones and let's make some path, let's make some path, let's make some path. Because once we get up to the top here and we hit the path, you can see how much faster it is. Unbelievable. All right, we're in the home stretch here. And if I remember right, we're going to get inside and we're going to put some stuff away and clean it up. And then we're going to try to, I'm going to have the door hit me in the face. I'm talking about how cold it was. It was much warmer down south and it's so much cooler. Now we're looking, we need to go out and try to find, I don't know what the hell I was looking at there actually. All right, we're going to grab this copper here off the floor. Who left the copper on the floor? Yeah, put this stuff here, Drax. We got an extra food. We've got some extra food here. Looks like we got plenty of food. We have more. I'm not worried about food anymore, by the way. We're totally taken care of. That was some wine on the floor. All right, let's put this copper here, and then we need to take the hammer, and we need to take all the chunks and make them into bits, right? Sometimes I don't do this, and then I'll look past the big chunks in my box and be like, gosh, where's everything? I'm like, oh, Drax, you've got huge chunks of copper. They just need to break those down into bits. So I've tried to get in the better habit of like taking them right when you come home, taking them, change them into bits. All right, now I'm trying to figure out, I want to make some food because I've got some of that meat in my bags. I cannot figure out where the cook pot is. No idea. I think I've convinced myself I've left it somewhere. I dropped it. Remember, we just moved into this place, so like everything should be right here, but I can't find it. I don't know where it is. I like look in the thing and then I'm convinced, when you like look in your bags and you look past the one thing you're looking for? I open my bags a number of times. You're like, am I looking past it? Am I looking where? Cannot figure out why it's not in the kitchen. Everything else is in the kitchen. I'm going to go out. I'm going to go down. I'm like, oh, I know where it is. It's down here, right? It's down in the pantry. It's not in this pantry anywhere. It's not here either. And then I'm like, so wait a minute. Did I not make more than one? How is that possible? How is it possible? And so I'm like, I'm just about to give up and realize I'm going to have to make cook pots before I can cook anything else, which it's not the end of the world. Like I've got 2 or 3 things stored for food. So I'm sorry that this moment is lost. Oh, Drax. I just drank some wine, by the way. So this next part's going to be a little wobbly. You can see it's wobbly. I'm not drinking enough wine in this run, okay? I'm not drinking enough wine. I'm still like, I can't believe they're gone. I cannot believe they're gone. Where could they possibly be? I think, oh, maybe they're over here in the ground. They're not here. I've yet to even look in the huge storage room that I built. Like, Drax, they're in the storage. Go look over here. They're right. There they are. I don't know what they're doing in there. I think it's because that chest was used when I moved everything out of the one room that was temporary to the main room. I think I took everything, I just threw it in that chest, and I don't think I resorted it back out to where it was supposed to go. Good news is I have 4 cook pots. Now we're going to make some meat here and get that rolling. We're going to file the rest of this away, and then we're going to start making bronze. So let's look at the bronze making. I've decided before we start making anything else, I should probably take a look at like what I have and decide what I need to make. This is incredibly smart for me because let's face it, I don't always take stock. So this is the Ape patented tool holder, which is my go-to on all my builds now. I love that it's like out front, easily accessible. I know it's simple, but it's really, I love it. I love it. So then I realized we haven't done our annual check of the farm this time around. And these crops that are left out here, I thought for sure we'd be able to get those turnips out of the ground, but let's face it, it's December. I should just pull them right here, but I don't. I leave them thinking that maybe, just maybe, they'll make it to the last. They're not going to make. It's like -5 degrees at night. They're not going to make it out of that last stage. Who are we kidding? Who are we kidding? No idea what I'm looking for here. I'm picking up some stones. Let's just get in there, Drax, and make some stuff. All right, so we pulled the crucible. And now what we're going to do is we're going to make some bronze. And I go back and forth on, should I make 500 or 1,000? Should I fill the crucible all the way full with bronze or not? That's what I keep going back and forth on. And so I guess my question to you is, when you are going to make it, if you have enough of the resources, do you always make the max amount? Or do you say, hey, listen, I'm only going to fill 4 casts, I'm going to throw out some molds, and then I'll make it? I kind of go back and forth because if I've got enough of everything, I try to make the max amount. If I don't, then I'll make, what I'm trying to do always is leave myself enough copper that if I absolutely needed to, I could pour out some more copper. I think there's some kind of weird thing inside my head that's like, I'm going to run out of copper and have to go through that like finding bits on the ground process again. And I never want to do that. I'm knocking on wood right now because I've only had to do that once in all of my playthroughs. But I think it's because I'm like constantly looking at my stacks going, I've got enough that if I ran out of everything, I wouldn't have to I wouldn't have to start all the way from the beginning, right? And I think that's sort of my conversation here with myself. I settle on 2,000. That's what we end up making. And then we're going to pour out 2,000 is a big number, and it'll give us plenty to make lots of pickaxes and lots of shovels and some knives and pretty much just replenish all of it and give us a good start. And what I'm really doing all this for is because I've decided that like we're going to spend as little time in the Bronze Age as possible and jump right to iron as quickly as we can. Here, I'm looking at the food here. I'm going back and forth with myself on whether like what I should store, what I should keep out, what I should put down. It's so funny because if we look at what I've got down in the storage, I've got enough food to feed myself for 2 winters now. That's just me. I'm the only person eating. And like, as long as as much time as I usually spend hanging around at home, I got enough food for probably 3 winters. All right, so I'm going to take a little bit here, leave a little bit up top, store a little bit down below, and then I'm going to take this and then I'm going to seal it and put it down there too because, I don't know, rainy day fund. I still don't, for those of you that have a good food management plan, can you share it with me? Like, this is what I do, Drax. Like, I still am like, there's still a little bit of me that's like always worried. Just like with the cow, I'm always worried I'm going to starve. I'm saving like the good food, the just in case. Like most of my food that's sealed is like, break this if it's really bad. Otherwise, like continue to eat stuff you find on the ground, right? Save the good stuff for, it's like pulling out the china for like a special occasion. When do you use that? We never use it. That's most of my food. Half this food's going to rot because I'll leave it in the little things until like the very last minute, right? Oh, beautiful sunset. Beautiful sunset. I'm talking about like leaving this outdoors and not putting a house around it. All right, here I realize that I've made it to the second tier of leather, and I stopped because I need to make this into strong tannin. But it takes me a minute to realize what's going on. Because if you'll remember, I don't film these like back to back to back. I usually film a few here and a few there, and then some weeks will go by. And I'm playing a couple other versions of this game. And so sometimes it's hard for me to like remember what I was doing and keep track of what I was doing. And so what we're going to do here now is save this and then go grab some oak and make that other thing into strong tannin and then store that leather again in the bucket right next, or the barrel right next to it so that I'll remember that that's what I'm doing. I need to leave myself a note, I think. I think that's what it comes down to, right? Like, Drax, you're in the middle of leatherworking on the open prairie here. Here's what's happening. Stored back in there. We're going to have leather bags. Either that or leather armor. I can't decide. Either way, it's exciting, right? Either way, it's exciting. All right, now I'm looking for borax. We found a bunch of borax down by where we found the cassiterite. And so I think with this new tin bronze amazing pickaxe that we're about to pour out, I want to go down there and pull as much borax out of the ground as we can, because that will help. We need the borax for the leather, and we need leather. We need to have the better backpacks. I mean, we've wasted so much leather. I'm still not used to the new play style on leather, right? So I want to stop wasting leather. All right, now we're going to take the molds, and I'm trying to decide which molds. And what I come down to on the molds front is we're going to take all the molds and place them on the ground. because we're going to make every single one. Hammers, pickaxes, shovels, prospecting pick. Like everything I have is like dying. So we're going to pour them all out. We're going to have 2,000 bars. So we got plenty. And then we're also going to pour out the ingot molds too. I only have 4 because that's all I've made. We're going to lay these out and it's cooking. And of course, this is 2,000 pieces. So it takes forever. I end up just staring at it for a very long time here, waiting for it to knowing I'm going to cut it out. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. I don't know. Oh, there's a mole man out here. Hi. Hello. Yeah, because he's just sitting there right outside the door moaning, right? This makes me think that I want some more light out here. I think we're going to make some more bowls and we're going to do some more lighting. We need more light to stop these. Now there's a rift up there, but more light outdoors stops them from spawning so close to the house, right? Maybe they'll wander off and do something else. I'm doing a little I'm doing a little more bag rearranging here. What is this doing in here? I guess I've decided, I think I was going to put this outside and then change my mind. That's exactly what I'm going to, I want to light up that area, but I decide not to do it. It's funny watching this again and having see how my brain works. Frightening. That's not where that goes. It goes right here, Drax. Come on. Why are those in there? And why is that in there? Organization. It's funny. All right, come on. All right, so we're going to wait for this. We're going to cut forward and then we'll show the pour out. All right, I got bored waiting, so I decided to make some of those bowls I was talking about. So to pass the time, I'm checking on it, and now I'm just going to do some. So I thought, you know what? Let's show the quick clay work that Drax does. Look at this really crappy job I do. I mess up here. I change it to the big. I'm just gabbing along. That doesn't look too bad, actually, right there. What is he? Why is he so messy? Oh, look at this. Oh my God, I'm the worst. 1 billion bowls later, and I'm still the most inefficient clay worker on the planet. Oh my God, it's so good. So good. Yeah, so we'll make some clay bowls. And what I'm talking about here is that everyone I know does this. Everybody makes clay bowls for oil lamps. Even the only people who don't make late game when you're just spitting out so much beeswax and you have so much metal that you can make lantern after lantern after lantern. Do you stop using oil lamps? And I would say that you know me, I love the way the oil lamps work and look. I ran on the last server, I ran almost all oil lamps everywhere. That light blue hue that they put out. It's too good. It's the best light in the whole game. Not the strongest light, but just the most pleasant to look at, I think. Gonna grab some Trusty Pete here. We've made a friend. Look at this guy. Watch him. He's an acrobat. He's gonna climb over the top. Oh my God. Oh my God. It's too good. It's too good. Yeah, I just want to put some bowls in the ground really quick. I'm kind of freaked out because I think there's another guy coming. I'm trying to hurry, which makes me always make a mistake. Surprising I didn't put a piece of grass on the dirt, right? All right, this one's lit. These are making, and then we're going to cut back to the tin will be ready to pour. Tin bronze ready to pour. Here we go. All right, we're back inside. It's almost done. I'm all ready. Look, I've even grabbed my tongs. No, I haven't grabbed the tongs yet. Drax, you've been waiting for this for 25 minutes, and it's there we go. Now I got them. Well, at least I didn't pick it up hot and throw it on the ground. All right, now we're going to pour it into. This is easily one of my favorite things. I've said it a million times. I love this. I love it. Just the sound of it. So good. Yeah, so we got a shovel, a pickaxe, a hammer. Our hammer's almost dead. A prospecting picks, and why not make an axe, and then four of the ignet molds. And so this is basically this episode is Drax running home, and then trying to find cooking bowls. Is that the name of the episode? It's not, the episode's name is not Tin Bronze. It's Where Are My Cooking Bowls? My inability. I don't go and look in the storage first either. That's the best part of that entire segment. All right, here they are. They need to cool. This is what we're going to call it. And we'll turn Drax around and have a little quick chat. All right. In the original audio, I was pretty happy with myself that I had gotten this shot. Like, so brilliant, Drag. So brilliant. Look at the glow of it, though. It looks really good. Well, I'm really sorry, everybody. I hope this was as entertaining as it usually is. I've literally dragged the footage into my editor and was like, oh my God. Of course, it recorded the audio from the game. I could have done without that. But it's not the end of the world. Remember, the next episode's the same way, and I will not make this 45 weeks on, and this is the 46 weeks on, and this is the first time I've made this mistake. So it could have been worse. I could have been talking for 2 hours and had a design. Oh my God, Drax. So once again, so sorry. Thank you so much for watching. And yeah, I'll see you next time. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.